guys, Sylvia here, and today I have my updated brow tutorial. This is probably one of my most highly requested videos. I guess you guys like my brow game, which I appreciate because I put a lot of time and effort into them. They're probably the things that I spend the most time on when I'm doing my makeup, so thank you for recognizing real, recognize real. So I bet you guys are wondering what I changed from my previous brow routine, and this is the thing. So Benefit Cosmetics came out with this whole new crazy massive brow products line, and they sent me a bunch of stuff to try out. So I've been trying it out for almost a month now, and I got to the point where it's like, hey, this is clearly my routine. I've been using it for over a month. I've been loving all these products that I'm using, so I guess, you know, when I have a new routine, it's time to film a new routine. What I really love about this collection is that there is literally a product for every type of person and every type of brow type there are. I mean, some people who have more sparse brow may not be using the same product as someone who has a thicker brow, and there is really a product for every single brow out there. And there's 6 different shades, and it addresses like the more cool tone versus warm tone, so you will definitely find like the perfect color match for you. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy my new brow routine. Okay, so these are my nakey bakey brows. As you can see, this one's a little bit fuller than this side, which is like very sparse, so they're pretty different from each other, I would say. So a little bit of work does go into it to make them nice and even, but let's get started. Okay, so I start off with the Browvo conditioning primer because I just want my hairs to be in place and also to give them that kind of like, I don't know, moisture. It also helps them look thicker when I put on my brow product as well. Next, I do a rough shaping on my brow using the Goof proof brow pencil. This one has a, if you see, like a pointy end and a more thicker end, so you can pretty much get all the spots of your brows. And I just do like a really quick fill in roughly, just to fill in the more sparse areas. So I don't like a super high arc, but I do a little bit of a slant. I would say like a 10-degree slant upwards at the bottom here, so that it has a little bit of a lift to my eye. I always start at the tail of my brow because that's where it's most sparse, and I always want a gradient at the front here, so I always work my way from the back to the front. And honestly, for a day that I'm not really wearing much makeup, or I'm just doing like errands and just going out without makeup except for brows, I would probably just leave it as this and have a really like just filled in but undone brow. I kind of like that look when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup so that my brows don't look too harsh. But because I'm showing you guys my full brow routine today, we're gonna keep going. I'm using the Precisely My Brow Pencil, which is probably my favorite of the whole collection because it is so fine tipped and it never gets dull because it kind of like self sharpens when you bring it up. And I use this right on the bottom of my brow to really define that shape because I don't have a lot of hairs at the bottom, so I need to use this for little hair strokes. And the good thing about this is like you can even use it at the front to make those little hair strokes because it's so fine. Now I want to go in with a powder of some sort to darken the outer edges gradually, and I'm using the powder from the Zings. This really helps build without getting too harsh of an effect right away, so it lets you really build that gradient into your eyebrow. I like my brows to be darker at the tail, so I always just pack on a little more product at the tail. So all these products are pretty much water resistant or waterproof. So this is great because I hate it when I have to go to the pool or the water park and I'm scared that I'm gonna end up browless. But right now you can see I'm touching it and nothing is coming off. But to seal it all in, I use the Ready Set Brow to just, you know, solidify my work and know that my work is going to be in place and complete. And finally, to make sure my brow is on fleek, I'm going to be using the Eyebrow Glow, which is a more champagne color. They have a more pinky one too, but that one's more matte. And you know I like my shimmery highlight, so I just pop that under this tallest section right here, and then I will blend it in. After switching my brow routine to these new products, what I really noticed is that I feel like my brows are not going anywhere, which is awesome because like I can touch them and nothing comes on my fingers. And before with my old brow stuff, I mean, I love them, but every time I would accidentally scratch my face or scratch my brows, it's like, oh, there goes my brow. So it wasn't really trustworthy, especially in the rain, but knowing that this is like waterproof and I can touch it and scratch it and it won't go anywhere, that makes me really happy, because that means I'll always have brows and losing my brow is not a problem anymore. The good thing is that it doesn't feel crunchy on my face at all. Like I can move my face and nothing will flake off or anything like that. It doesn't feel crunchy. But you guys know how picky I am with my brow products. I'm so particular with my brows. So when I say I truly love a certain product, it's because like I've tried and tested it, and knowing that it has passed my brow standards is like pretty high up there, I would say. Oh, by the way, I'm a shade 3, which is like a medium cool tone, because I don't like red tones to my brows and warm tones are just like too red for me. And also I don't like super dark brows since my hair is blonde right now. So 3 is like the perfect tone for me. Also, if you guys are interested in trying out the collection, I am hosting a giveaway, so check out the details in the description box below. And my brows will see you next time. Bye.